Good morning, students. This is Dr. Mukul Jain, and today we are discussing a special session. The session name is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This session has been inspired from a very famous book by the same name, and the author is Stephen Covey. This book has motivated my life and it has given direction to my life. So I hope that probably today's lecture, because this book I completed in around 20-25 days. It's a complete, kind of a novel. So it's a very great motivational book. So in this 1 hour or 1 hour, 15 minutes, I hope I'll be able to give you the message of this book to you. So let us start this 7 habits of highly effective people. So straight away, I will first of all share my slides with you. And as usual, I would encourage you people to interact with me, to ask questions, to add anything to it. You can ask the question. I would prefer that you can unmute yourself at that point of time and ask questions. So because unless and until the session is interactive, I don't want it to be a monologue. And once again, I will request you to, if some of you can put on their videos also, then it will be preferable. Okay, so let me share my screen with you. Well, here is my screen. Please tell me if it is visible on your screen.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
as you are saying, the topic is 7 habits of highly effective people. So through this, we will get a goal. We will be able to aim rightly, so that it's also a session on life management, how we can manage our lives. So what are the 7 habits of highly effective people or highly successful people? So first of all, habits. We will a very famous and very important quotation. I'm saying that watch your dreams, they become your thoughts. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Or in other words, we can say a series of thoughts, become your words. Or whatever you sow, if you sow a thought, you will reap a words. If I keep on thinking negative things, sometimes it will reflect in my words. It will come in my words. If I think positively, if I have positive thoughts, then my words, my speaking will also be positive. If I am thinking, expletives in my thinking, then sometimes it will come in my words also. Then watch your words, they become your action. Or to paraphrase it, a series of words becomes your action. If you speak good words, positive words, your actions will be like that. If you speak to somebody, oh, I will beat you, I will kill you, I will do this thing, sometimes it may come in your actions also. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Or you can say a series of actions then become your habits. Series of actions become your habits. If you begin to go to a temple, sometimes intermittently it becomes your habit. Then every day you want to go to a temple. If your actions are, okay, I want to read something good, I want to read a good book, it becomes your habit. It starts with an action. You start going for walks, you start playing a game, it becomes your habit. Then in a particular day, if you don't do that, you feel something is missing in your life. It's true for the negative actions also. It's true for negative habits also. Then watch your habits, they become your character. That is, whatever habits you sow, you will reap a kind of a character. If you have good habits, your character will also be a sound character, a positive character, a good character. If your habits are wrong habits, your character also becomes a dubious character, a weak character. And watch your character, it becomes your destiny. In other words, a person with a strong character is destined to succeed, maybe in the long run, may not be in the short run. Whereas a person with a dubious character, with a negative character, with a bad character is destined to doom. The end is always bad. Maybe in the short run, this person will be successful. Maybe in the short run, this person may earn a lot of money, but the destined is destined to lose. So basically, if you see, these are very powerful quotations. Basically, it all starts with your thoughts. A thought lead to a words lead to action, action leads to habits, habit leads to character, and character leads to your destiny, your luck. So basically, your thoughts should be right thoughts. The thoughts should be positive thoughts. The thoughts should be optimistic thoughts. So thoughts lead to your destiny, right? And so we are basically talking about habits over here. But for habits, to form good habits, you have to start working from your thoughts itself, right? So how did you like these quotations? Good or bad? Okay, they made a sense, you know. So our thought process should be changed. See, we have seen people like, there was a Harshad Mehta scam in the year 1992 when you were not even born. So 1991, 92, Harshad Mehta was a very big broker. His nickname was Big Bull. He was a big bull of the stock market, right? Like today we say Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is the biggest investor in India. Warren Buffett is the biggest investor of the world. Similarly, at that point of time, he was the biggest broker and the biggest investor, Harshad Mehta. But he did a lot of frauds. There was a big scam at that point of time. Ultimately, you know, he died within a few years. He was jailed. His whole property was confiscated by the government. So basically, the end is always bad if you do wrong deeds. So character is basically formed by habit. This is what I want to say, because we are going to talk about 7 habits. So character is formed by habits. So what is a habit? Habit, you people will define habit. You know, habit is a very common word. How do we define habit? Habit is a particular thing which we do on day-to-day basis. It becomes a habit. Some people gets a habit of smoking. Some people gets a habit of drinking. So if they don't get a cigarette, you know, something, they will shiver. If they become alcoholic, if they don't get alcohol, they will fall sick. But we are here not talking about negative habits. We want to talk about good habits, positive habits. Habit of reading, habit of doing good for the society. Right. So habit basically is a conglomeration of knowledge, what to do, why to do. It's a desire, and it is also a skill, how to do a particular thing. So if you have good, so you have to gain knowledge for developing good habits. Your mental conditioning has to be there, such that it's all mental conditioning, that you may acquire good habits. Then your desire also should be towards acquiring good habits. So these habits are nothing but they are internalized principles and patterns of behavior. Internalized. I used this word day before yesterday also when I was taking a session on time management, that you have to internalize certain things. आपको कई चीजों को अपने अंदर आत्मसात करना होता है कि हाँ भाई, उसके बाद वो आपकी आदत बन जाती है. अगर किसी दिन आपको घूमने की आदत पड़ गई है, मॉर्निंग में आपको योगा करने की आदत पड़ गई है, आपको कोई गेम खेलने की आदत पड़ गई है, तो किसी दिन आपको करने को ना मिले तो आपको लगेगा यार कुछ मिसिंग है आज मेरी लाइफ में, आज मेरा दिन अच्छा नहीं बीत रहा. आप बरसात भी होगी तो आप छाता लेकर के you will take an umbrella and you will go out. But if you have excuses, then you know you will say, oh, today is I want to sleep. Nobody likes to get up early in the morning. Nobody likes. Even positive people also do not like to get up early in the morning. but still they do because that is their desire. They can resist the internal desire to sleep. Everybody wants to sleep. So it becomes a pattern of behavior. So habits are very difficult to forego a particular habit, whether it's a good habit or bad habit. People who become alcoholic or become chain smokers, they need a lot of counseling. They have to be taken to a psychiatrist. They have to be taken to a medical hospital. वो आदत छोड़ नहीं पाते हैं. So habits are very difficult to leave. So one by one you have to leave a habit. If you remove H, a bit remains. Still, a person will still find somewhere, he will drink something, he will try to smoke something, or he will try to see a movie. If he's so, chain movie watcher, I would say, his intoxication or a drug addict, a bit remains. If you remove A, still bit remains. So it's very difficult to remove. Bit remains. Some traces will be there in his mind. If you remove B, it still remains. So habits are very difficult to shun. When you remove I, now I is our ego. I, man. So you have to remove that. You have to totally recondition the person. Then only, when you remove this ego, then only T, and T means transformation. Then only the person will transform into a new person. So it requires a lot of, soul stirring, I would say. So by proper habits, we can achieve excellence. So excellence is an art, one by training. You have to train that person. You have to train his mind. You have to train you have to change his knowledge. Yes, you have to change his skills, his behavior and habituation. So we are what we repeatedly do. So habits are what we repeatedly do becomes our habit. So excellence, then it's not an act, it's an habit. People who want to win, they want to win and win every time. So excellence should become a habit with us. We should not, compromise with anything mediocre or anything inferior. So these are the quotations of Aristotle. Many times there are teams, like there was at one point of time, Australia cricket team was like that. They wanted to win every time. They didn't used to be satisfied by just a draw. Then our cricket team also became like that under Mr. Dhoni also. So therefore, first habit. Now let us talk about the 7 habits. Any questions till now, or anything you people want to add? Okay, I've just minimized the slide. Anybody wants to add? Oh, very good. There are 60 people now. Oh, chat. There are some chats. Okay. Prabhakar Rai had said he is from Mirzapur. Piyush Patel had said from Habua, Bihar. Okay. Sunny Suman from Arya. And Harsha Singh, very motivating and informative. Okay, you are probably you are talking about the morning session. Fine. Anything you want to add to what we said right now? Or any of your experience regarding your habits? What kind of habits you have seen in yourself or in your relatives or among your acquaintances? Anybody would like to share quickly why habits are important? Okay, so that means nobody has. So first habit. I hope I am audible and I am online.
Sir, you are audible.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So first habit. Be proactive. Now, anybody would like to tell me what is the meaning of proactive? We all have heard active, passive, active voice, passive voice. That was in English grammar. And active persons. What is the meaning of proactive? What will be the dictionary meaning of proactive? quickly. See, time is short, so you have to respond. Anybody wants have to respond very quickly.
Acting in advance.
Who said that? Please tell your name also.
Sir, share this side.
Shreya, because I cannot see the chat side, because this I can only see my presentation in front. Shreya. Okay, Shreya, you belong to which place?
So I'm from Jharkhand.
You're from Jharkhand. Oh, very good. Acting in advance. That was a very good answer. Yes. Acting in advance, or you can say a person who takes initiative. In the dictionary, it's written proactive means descriptive of any event or stimulus or process that has an effect on events or stimuli or processes that occur subsequently. Oh, it's a complicated definition. Then another definition is written controlling a situation by causing something to happen rather than waiting to respond to it after it happens. Yes. So yeah, so this is the right definition which Shreya just said, acting in advance, controlling a situation by causing something to happen rather than waiting to respond to it after it happens. See, it is the opposite of reactive. There are two words, reactive and proactive. Reactive people are those people who will only act as per the situation. Only when the situation happens, then I will act. Reactive is, for example, that day also we were talking in time management. Reactive people are that, okay, tomorrow is my exam, day after tomorrow is my exam. Once the date sheet has come for the exam, now only I will start studying. Now only, that trigger will happen in my mind. So I am reactive. Only when my boss says that, okay, tomorrow is the deadline, you have to give the report by Sunday, now I will begin to work. Or when my boss will say, yaar, ye kaam kar lo, then only I will say. Or when your parents say, कि बच्चों पढ़ लो यार बेटा पढ़ लो घर में खाली बैठे हो पढ़ लो थोड़ा सा पढ़ लिया करो, then only you begin to study. You are reactive. You have to be pushed to do some work, or you wait for the circumstances to act. But proactive people, they take initiatives themselves. They are not pushy people. Nobody has to push them. They understand their responsibility. They act in quadrant 2. They act on things when things are important. They understand the importance of the things. They don't wait for the urgency of the things. So they are proactive people. Whereas people who work, those who are reactive, they go after urgency, you can say in other words. So be proactive. It's not that only when there will be some benefit out of it, when somebody will push me, then I will act. So in our lives, how we can be proactive? Study something, do some more courses, take some certification. Maybe immediately you may not have. Some people, do some extra courses only because their companies are sponsoring them, and because for the promotion their company is saying that, okay, unless and until you do this course, you will not get a promotion. Okay, but proactive means they have a bigger goal. They have a bigger goal. So for that, they are trying to improve themselves. They are trying to do new courses. They are trying to maybe sometimes help others. Or sometimes proactive also means, reactive means somebody says something to me. It has got, another connotation of proactive is that somebody says something to me. Somebody says some bad words to me. And I get so disappointed, so dejected. Some people even commit suicide. That is being reactive. But when I say I am proactive, no, I am what I am. I know what I am. If nobody can insult me, it doesn't mean that somebody has said something, okay, that was his nature. I am a proactive person. Or suppose I have been stung by failure. So some people get dejected, disappointed by failures. No, I am a proactive people. I am not reactive to failures. I will still stand up, and still some people get success very early in their life. Some people get success very late in their life. They are proactive people. They still keep on working. They keep on trying. So therefore, be proactive. Take control over those things which you can control. Control yourself. Control your goals, your projects. You cannot control another person's behavior. This is what I was saying. But you can control your reactions to another person's behavior. So therefore, another quotation, we cannot change the direction of the wind. but we can adjust our sails. So those are proactive people. So it has got so many, interpretations over here. That be proactive. When, Atal Bihari Vajpayee was in politics since his student days. The age in which he became the prime minister, I think he was around 7. I'm not exactly, I remember now, but he may be around 76, 77 years of age when he became the prime minister. Rajiv Gandhi, the son of Indira Gandhi and the father of Rahul Gandhi, became the prime minister when he was just 40. Because in 84, when Indira Gandhi was assassinated, he was made the prime minister. So Atal Bihari Vajpayee should have left the politics. Or I am in the politics for so many years. Now this man of 40 years, all of a sudden he came in politics just 2 years back. He was just an MP and he became the prime minister. So he should have felt very dejected. No, everybody has his own path. He kept on trying and trying. And he was not trying for prime minister's post. He was working for the party, he was working for the nation. He became prime minister at that age. So we should not emulate others. Then afterwards, Rajiv Gandhi also died early. Rajiv Gandhi died at the age of 48, 47 or 48. And Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji died 2 years back at the age of, I think, 95 or 96. So we have to be... 92, okay, I correct myself. So 92. So therefore, दूसरे की सक्सेस को देख के यार दूसरा हो सकता है आप लोग एक साथ पढ़ रहे हैं, आप लोगों में कई बार होता है हमारे कॉलेज के साथ यार हमारे साथ पढ़ता था और ये देखो कितना इसको बड़ी अच्छी जॉब मिल गई है, इसको इतनी अच्छी सैलरी मिल रही है, मैं पीछे रह गया हूँ. तो हम लोग इसी से ही ना हम लोग बहुत डिसअपॉइंट हो जाते हैं, डिजेक्ट होता है. अरे यार हर एक का अपना पाथ है, हर एक की अपनी लाइफ है. हो सकता है उसको सक्सेस जल्दी मिल गई, आपको शायद हो सकता है 5 साल के बाद मिल जाए. ट्राई करते रहो. So be proactive, so therefore you have to have this kind of thinking. I am aware that take responsibility. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, reactive जो लोग होते हैं वो circumstances को blame करते हैं. यार काश मैं बड़े बाप का बेटा होता, काश या बेटी होती, काश मेरे साथ ऐसा ना हुआ होता. तो हम लोग circumstances को blame करते हैं, दूसरे लोगों को blame करते हैं, कई बार अपने घर वालों को भी blame करते हैं कि मुझे सपोर्ट नहीं मिला घर वालों का, या मुझे वाइफ का सपोर्ट नहीं मिला, वाइफ बोलती मुझे हस्बैंड का सपोर्ट. आई एम अवेयर, टेक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑन योरसेल्फ. प्रोएक्टिव पीपल say that I am the creative force of my life, I am responsible for my life, I choose my attitude, emotions and moods. बहुत सारी नेगेटिव थिंग्स. मैं अगर आपको अपनी लाइफ बताऊं तो मेरी लाइफ में तो जितनी नेगेटिव चीजें हुई हैं, मतलब पर्सनल मैटर है, तो I have chosen my own attitude. मैंने अपने आप के ऊपर अप्लाई किया है. That is why I told you this book has motivated me. This has changed the direction of my life. I have chosen my attitude, my emotions and my mood. I can forgive. जो चीज बुरा हुआ है यार भूलते जाओ उसको, आगे बढ़ो. And let go of past injustices or past injuries. Proactive. So we have now trying to compare reactive people and proactive people. Proactive person will say let's look for alternatives यार, but reactive person है यार कुछ नहीं कर सकते. हमारे साथ ऐसे ही होगा यार, हमारी नियति यही है, हमारी लक यही है. Proactive people will say I control my feelings, but reactive यार वो मेरे को मतलब मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता यार. दूसरा मेरे साथ अगर लोग अच्छे मिले होते, मुझे लोग खराब मिलते हैं हमेशा. Proactive, for example, in day-to-day life, I am late for the train. I better check the traffic next time. But reactive person बोलेगा कि यार ट्रेन ही जल्दी छूट गई, समय से पहले ही छूट गई. Proactive person will say how best we can move the event forward given the resources we have. लेकिन reactive कहेंगे हमारे पास resources ही नहीं है. हम resources होते हमारे पास तो हम success बना लेते. But limited resources से भी proactive people can make even a small company into a large company. और कई बार क्या होता है ना, मैंने I have seen practically people have good salaries. Husband and wife both are earning, both are having good, but still, they will still are under loans, still under debts. Whereas proactive people may not have that kind of salary, but still they may have good life standard than them. So this is another financial management is also part of that, but proactive people know how to lead their lives, how to make use of the limited resources, also optimization of the resources. So therefore, effective people are proactive people, ineffective people are reactive people. So effective people means proactive, they take responsibility for their own lives, and in reactive people, they feel victimized, that I am a victim of circumstances, I am victim of my company, I am a victim of luck, a product of circumstances, their past and other people. Fine. So that was about proactive. Any thoughts, any questions about this?
Sir,
Yes, please.
the thinking process of an individual also classify them as proactive and reactive.
Yes, it's actually thinking process only. It's nothing but it's a thinking process itself. So basically, proactive people are more self-aware.
Yeah.
They are more independent in their thoughts. Sorry, you were saying something.
No, I got it.
हाँ बताओ, कौन रहे थे, अपना नाम बोल दिया करो थोड़ा।
अभिषेक sir.
अभिषेक, हाँ बताइए।
ये सर वही कि प्रोएक्टिव और रिएक्टिव पीपल में थिंकिंग प्रोसेस का एक मेजर डाइवर्जन हो जाता है कि वो सिचुएशन को किस एंगल से कैसे देखते हैं।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। See, what we are trying to over talk is there about the thinking process itself. It's all in the mind actually. Success, failure, your moods, your positive thinking, optimistic, pessimistic, it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. So therefore, proactive people take initiative. Initiative taking does not mean that you are so pushy, you are so aggressive. It's not necessarily you have to be aggressive. The only thing is that you have to be constant, you have to be consistent in your thoughts. You have to be, you have to have that will and determination, basically. Will and determination to get past your failures. Failure is an event. Failure is not a destination. ये हमें समझना है. And I always talk to my, participants. Even just 1 minute, I will plug on my laptop. Yeah. See, I will always talk to my participants that it's not necessary that you will always have success. So we should prepare our people that failures may come in any form. Failures or disappointments. We may not call it failures, disappointments. Sometimes you may not get a good friend. Sometimes, you may not get a good life partner. कई बार ऐसे भी लाइफ में हो जाता है, they are very successful in professional lives, but in personal lives, a boy may not get a good girl, a girl may not get a good boy, and all those things may also happen in our lives. Sometimes we may not get instant success in our career. Sometimes we may do a business, we may not get instant success, but these things are part of the life. Proactive people, ultimately, if you have in your mind that yet I have to succeed, that is called proactiveness. Keep on taking initiatives. Keep on moving forward. Keep on working on yourself. Okay, now let us go to the second habit. Begin habit 2. Begin with end in mind. Begin with end in mind. What does this mean?
So to begin with, to reach the final destination.
हाँ, ये भी कह सकते हैं to what is my goals. Goals should be clear. There should be clarity of goals. That is why all the companies have a vision statement. What is the vision of this company? What is the mission of this organization? Every company has to write their mission and vision statement, which you will be studying in another subject called strategic management. As an individual also, we should have our vision clear. Our goals should be clear, defined goals. That is one meaning of this. Another meaning of an interpretation of this is habit 2 is that किसी भी अपने कर्म का परिणाम आप जान लीजिए, उसका परिणाम क्या होगा. what will be the repercussions, what will be the consequences. See, we do wrong things without worrying about the results. No, we see instant results, but we have to see what will be the end result of it finally. Most of the people want to become a relay race winners. No, we have to be a marathon runners. मैराथन हमको जीतनी है, हमको एक रिले रेस जीत करके काम नहीं चलना चाहिए हमारा. तो एक अल्टीमेट उसका एंड क्या होगा. तो अगर हम उस दृष्टि से अगर हम कोई भी कार्य करेंगे तो हम कभी भी गलत कार्य नहीं करेंगे, हम सही कार्य को करते रहेंगे और हमारा गोल, हमारा पर्पस क्या है लाइफ का, वो हमारा क्लैरिटी होनी चाहिए. सो बिगिन विद एन एंड इन माइंड. सो योर गोल्स शुड बी स्मार्ट गोल्स. अगेन अ वेरी फेमस मॉडल, वी टॉक अबाउट इट, स्मार्ट गोल्स. आप अपने भी लिए भी एज ए स्टूडेंट आप अपने गोल्स बनाइए, स्मार्ट गोल्स बनाइए. स्मार्ट गोल्स का मतलब होता है एस इज फॉर स्पेसिफिक. इट शुड बी डिफाइंड गोल्स कि यस ये मेरा टारगेट है, ये मुझे करना है. कोई बोलता है साहब मेरे को आईएएस क्लियर करना है, तो बड़ा स्पेसिफिक उसने बता दिया. मेरे को जॉब चाहिए, मेरे को एक मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी में जॉब चाहिए, मैं उसके लिए काम कर रहा हूँ एमएनसी में. कई लोग बोलते हैं कि मेरा स्पेसिफिक गोल है मुझे गवर्नमेंट जॉब करनी है. आई एम नॉट अट्रैक्टेड बाय 10 lakh salary, 15 lakh salary, I want a government job. So that is a very specific goal. Then it should be measurable also. Measurable is, कई बार हम जैसे गोल बोलते हैं कि यार that yes I want to increase my profits of my company. So that is a goal that yes you want to grow, you want to, but what is measurable? Profits means okay I want to raise my profit for next year by 10%. So you have kept a quantity out of it. So it becomes a measurable. But if I say I want to have 100% growth next year, 100% profit growth, so it may not be achievable. So it is measurable, although it is measurable, but it may not be achievable in the given circumstances. So whatever quantity you put, it should be achievable also. Many times people are very fat, very obese हो जाते हैं लोग. वो कहते हैं वो वेट रिड्यूस क्यों नहीं होता है कि यार करना है, स्पेसिफिक गोल करें, वो कर लेते हैं. मैंने एक महीने में 20 किलो रिड्यूस करना है. 20 किलो उन्होंने टारगेट तो बना लिया, बट एक महीने में इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. और वो क्या होगा, अगर 1-2 किलो भी कम होगा तो वो दे विल लूज द एनी मोटिवेशन नेक्स्ट टाइम. सो दे विल से नहीं 20 किलो तो रिड्यूस हुआ ही नहीं. सो हैव इट अचीवेबल ना. 1 या 2 किलो आप लो, 2 किलो करके भी लो तो आपका एक साल में 24 किलो रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. तो इट शुड बी अचीवेबल. आपका अभी कितना वेट है, आप कितनी एक्सरसाइज कर सकते हो, कितना आप, कई लोग क्या करते हैं ओवर स्ट्रेस कर लेते हैं, ओवर स्ट्रेस भाग लेंगे, फिर 10 दिन बीमार पड़े रहते हैं, तो उससे फायदा नहीं है ना. तो इट शुड बी अचीवेबल ऑल्सो. देन इट शुड बी रेलिवेंट ऑल्सो. अकॉर्डिंग टू योर प्रेजेंट सर्कमस्टांसेस गोल होना चाहिए. अब सपोज कर लीजिए यू हैव टेकन एडमिशन इन पीजीडीएम इन द पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट कोर्स. So your goal, suppose today you say no, my goal is to for the next 6 months my goal is to buy a Honda City car worth 12 lakh rupees. It's not relevant to you, my dear, right now. Right now you are a student. Right now this goal is not relevant to you. So that is the meaning of relevant according to the circumstances. And it should be time bound. Put a time frame. Otherwise you will not act. I have also tried to, this is a new version. I have tried to, expand this acronym. S for simplify. Smart actions. These are your goals, and your action should be simplified. Keep on modifying your actions. Keep on amplifying it. आज आप अगर आप 4 चक्कर काटते हो तो अगले महीने आप 5 चक्कर काटोगे. So amplify it, rectify, transmogrify means transform your goals many times. So our action should also keep on changing as per the as soon you progress to the next level. So therefore, effective people, they begin with an end in mind. These people use personal vision. They keep on correcting their principles, because principles also keep on correcting with the passage of time. We keep on improving in our thinking and the deep sense of personal meanings to accomplish tasks in a positive and effective way. Whereas ineffective people have no goal, no end in mind. These people lack personal vision. They have not developed a deep sense of personal meaning and purpose. Right? So So basically, sometimes we say managers and leaders. Leaders are managers do. It is a very famous saying that managers do things rightly. You are studying management, so management में हम लोग ये सिखाते हैं कि किस तरह चीजों को सही करना चाहिए. How to do the things rightly. But who are leaders? Leaders do the right things. So leaders will say whether the ladder of the success is leaning against the right wall or not. You may be a very good engineer, you may be a very good manager. So you are doing a drilling. Suppose you want to extract the oil from a certain piece of land. So you are using the best of management techniques, best of technology, best of new methods to extract the oil. But basically you have chosen the wrong place. There was no oil in that place. You may apply the best techniques. So begin with an end in mind is that do the planning. Plan your work. Begin with an end in mind. If you want to make a building, you have to first of all contact the architect who will make a map out of it, so that you can see the whole building, how it will look like. You make a model of that building, isn't it? That is called begin with an end in mind. If you want to set up your business, so I'm just 1 minute. I'm just trying to minimize it. If you want to set up your business, don't you make a project report of the business that yes, how I will do the marketing, from where I will get the finances, from where I will amass all the resources, men, material, money, people, methods, methodology, etc., machines. So you see the final picture, how my factory will look like, how I will sell, what will be the profit. You make the financial analysis. Then you have to submit that. Suppose you want to take a loan from a bank or a financial institution, don't you submit the project report over there? So that is what begin with an end in mind. So it has got so many interpretations. So this is what is the second habit, begin with an end in. That will make you an effective person. Any questions, anything you want to add to it? Oh, 52 people have remained. There were 65 people. What has happened? Anything you want to add? Are you getting some value out of this session?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So let us move on to the third habit. Okay, the third habit is put first things first. This is all about priorities. So set your priorities, which first thing you should do, then second, what you will do, then third, what you will do. So this is nothing but time management, which we talked all about it. So I have discussed all that. Urgent, important. So therefore we have discussed it day before yesterday. So third habit is put the first things in the basket first. Things which matter most must never be at the mercy of things which matter least. So therefore, if you do things which are important to you as a proactive person, which may not be urgent today, but you have that vision. See, all these things are interconnected. If you see the end, I see myself over there 10 years from now, 20 years from now, then you will work in this quadrant. Then you will achieve effectiveness. These things are crisis, necessity. Crisis doesn't come every day. Some illness, some sickness. और अगर आप इफेक्टिव हैं यहाँ पर, तो आपका कल परसों को एग्जाम भी है, तो you will not be worried because everything is prepared. You just have to revise it, isn't it? तो आपको you will never be in that mode, in a last minute mode. Then you can give 15%, 20% to interruptions. फोन बज रहा है, सोशल मीडिया आ रहा है. अगर आप सारा टाइम इसी में लगा दोगे तो पूरा दिन आप पिक्चर्स देख सकते हो, पूरा दिन आप सोशल मीडिया में लगा सकते हो.
Yes, sir.
Right? So therefore effective people, they put first things first. These people exercise discipline and they plan and execute according to their priorities. अभी आप लोगों को याद रखना है, हॉस्टल में क्या होता है, अक्सर हम अर्जेंसी के पीछे भागते हैं. कोई भी स्टूडेंट आ गया क्लास में, दूसरा आपका, चल यार चल ताश खेलते हैं, चलो यार गप्पे मारते हैं, गॉसिपिंग कर रहे हैं, सारी सारी रात हॉस्टल में आप लोग बैठे रहते हो, फिर अगले दिन फिर सोते हो तो क्लास भी मिस करते हो. तो हम क्या है, अर्जेंसी, हमारा कोई फ्रेंड खड़ा हुआ है मॉल में, खड़ा हुआ है, यार यहाँ खड़े हुए हैं, पिक्चर हॉल में खड़े हुए हैं, आजा फटाफट पिक्चर देखेंगे आज. तो हम दोस्त को नाराज नहीं करना चाहते, हम अर्जेंसी के पीछे जा रहे हैं, लेकिन हम इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं समझ रहे. जाओ कभी भी करो, दोस्ती भी निभाओ, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि मत करिए, 15% 20% करिए ना, उसमें इंटरप्शंस हैं, अर्जेंसी आ गई है, इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, बट ड्रॉ अ लाइन समवेयर. So ineffective people, these people are only, they work when crisis happens. They work only during the last time, who are unable to stay focused on high leverage tasks. Now, fourth habit, again very important habit, think win-win. What is the meaning? Why I have written 2 times this win-win? I could have written think of winning. Why I have written think
So because
win? Yes. Please tell your name.
effective
Yeah.
people. So Shreya this side.
Shreya, one
So
second.
because effective people do not think that only I am the one who should take some benefit from this. The other person should have a mutual benefit. Then it's win-win for both of them.
Oh, wow. Very nice, very nice. Exactly. You have 100% right. Shreya, I think you have read this book. You have read
No,
this
sir,
book?
I'm not.
Achha. Okay,
No.
but your answer is exactly right. Now, after this book, Stephen Covey had given this word, but this word, win-win, has become a very famous word. We always talk in everyday parlance also. So, did others understand what Shreya said? Did others understand? किसको समझ में आया? श्रेया दोबारा बोलो. श्रेया तुम जो तुमने बोला.
So win-win is when, if for example 2 people are in a particular project, so the one person should not think that I will do all the tasks so that I can learn and I can gain from it. There should be a mutual benefit to both of the person. So for that case, they should share the work, they should share the experience they gained in their respective field, so that the both person get the profit mutually.
Correct. Absolutely. Now, I tell you, I will give you another example for the other students also. Win-win means I also win, you also. If I am a shopkeeper, I am a dealer, and you are my customer, and I am giving some product to you, you are giving me money, so I should give a good quality product to you. It should not happen that I am giving you a fake product. I am giving you a spurious product. मैं आपको सोनी का टेलीविजन दे रहा हूँ, बट सोनी का नहीं है, मैंने उसके ऊपर लेबल लगाया हुआ, और मैंने आपको कोई लोकल टेलीविजन दे दिया, और आपसे पैसे किसके ले लिए? सोनी के ले लिए, सोनी टेलीविजन के लिए. तो क्या किया मैंने? चीट किया आपको. आई हैव चीटेड यू, एंड सो आई वांट टू विन, बट आई वांट यू टू बी अ लूजर. सो विल दिस स्ट्रेटजी वर्क इन द लॉन्ग रन? Will this strategy of mine, if I am a dealer and I am giving spurious products, fake products to the others, telling them that it's the original product, so my strategy is that I win, you lose. So will this strategy work or not? Please tell me quickly.
No, sir.
Why?
No, sir.
Why?
Because
So
at last people will know.
Yes. Sooner or later, my customers will come to know that I am selling fake products. They will not come to my shop. Not only this, I will lose customers. They can go to the consumer court today, and I may have to shell out not only the the difference. I have a lot of fine. I may be behind bars also. So this is the strategy is wrong between, say, seller and customer. We always think कि मैं जीतूं, बस मेरा ही फायदा हो, दूसरे का फायदा ना हो. So win-win means I also win, you also win. If it is in between, suppose I am the purchase manager of a company and somebody is supplying to my company, and I squeeze him so much कि मैं उसको इतना negotiate करके उसके rates कम से कम करवा लेता हूँ, उसकी best से best उससे quality की condition, because I am a purchase manager of a big company. Now he's a supplier to me. He wants to have business with me. So first time he will supply. Second time also I want to squeeze him. I don't want him to earn any profit. And I am also saying that ये defective था, so ultimately I have not let him earn any money from me. So ultimately he will not supply to me. And ultimately who will be the loser? I will be the loser as a company, because I will lose a good supplier. So win-win strategy always work in the long run. Win-lose strategy, or so we will see other strategies. So win-win in a negotiation. We also have to see the other aspect also. This is what Shera was saying. In any negotiation, it should not happen that मेरा ही फायदा हो, दूसरे का कोई फायदा नहीं हो. The other person let him go to hell. No, this is a wrong habit. So therefore, effective people think of win-win. So as a company, हम लोग चाहते हैं कि हम लोग क्या है, छोटा बिजनेसमैन क्या चाहता है, मेरे पास एम्प्लॉय मेरा काम करता रहे. हम लोग घर में हम लोग क्या मेड्स होती हैं, we have other domestic servants. We take so much work from them. We don't want to pay them good salary. We don't take care of them. It doesn't work. You have to give them, you have to take care of them also, because otherwise good employees will leave you. You should think of your customers similarly, and vice versa also. So this is win-win in simple terms. So therefore it's an important thing. Actually ये चीजें हैं, but कभी हमारे दिमाग में नहीं आती. So think win-win. Deposits and withdrawal. I cannot to make withdrawals. I have to make deposit on also in my bank account. If I don't make deposits, I cannot make withdrawals. अगर मैं withdrawal नहीं करता रहूंगा और कोई deposit नहीं डालूंगा, ultimately my account balance will be zero. So we have to win-win means कई बार आपने गलती कर दी है तो इसके बहुत सारे connotations हैं. Apologize. ऐसा नहीं आप दूसरे को कुछ भी बोलते रहेंगे. अगर आपको लगता है आपकी गलती है तो treat others kindly, keep promises, clarify expectations, loyalty to the absent. कोई present नहीं होता, हम उसके पीठ पीछे उसकी बुराई करते रहते हैं, उसके बारे में बुरा बोलते रहते हैं. No, this is a wrong habit. Understand others. So develop an emotional bank account. Now this is a very important model. Courage. Win-win के लिए क्या, ये बहुत सारे strategies होती हैं. Win lose, lose lose, lose win, win win. So on x-axis is courage, on y-axis is consideration for others. दूसरे के प्रति संवेदना, that is consideration. और courage है हिम्मत. Win-win यहाँ आप देखते हैं in this quadrant, second quadrant, win-win people are those with high consideration. See, high. दूसरे के प्रति उनकी high consideration है, and they are themselves also courageous people. I know, I also, if suppose there is a negotiation between मेरे और आप में कोई संवाद चल रहा है, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आप मेरे को कुछ भी बोल देंगे. I have to keep my self respect also. So I also should win. It's not that you can treat me like anything. So I should be assertive also. That is win. I will also win, but I will not also insult you. So win-win. People have high courage because they want to win, but they have consideration for others also, so that they let other person also win. Whereas some people are win-lose. Win-lose people have, it will lie in this quadrant 4. They win-lose have low consideration for others because they want the other person to lose, but they have high courage themselves. They want to win themselves. मैं खुद जीतना चाहता हूँ, दूसरों को हराना चाहता हूँ. That is, these people are win-lose. Ultimately, they also become losers in the long run. Then some people are lose-lose. मैं भी हारूं, तू भी हारे. They have low courage and low consideration for others. कई बार होता है enemies में होता है कि मैं भी बर्बाद होऊंगा, दूसरे को भी बर्बाद करके छोड़ूंगा. बिजनेस में होता है मैं अपना भी लॉस करके, आई एम सेलिंग माई प्रोडक्ट्स ऑन लॉस टू बीट द कॉम्पिटिटर्स. आई नो आई विल बी ऑल्सो be a bankrupt person, but I'll make other people also bankrupt. So this is a very wrong strategy. एक शेर है इसके बारे में उर्दू में कि हम तो डूबेंगे सनम, साथ में तुमको भी लेकर के डूबेंगे. हम तो बर्बाद होंगे सनम, साथ में तुमको भी लेकर डूबेंगे. So that is again a very, very negative thing. Lose-lose. There is a very funny incident about it. There was a court case of divorce between a husband and wife. So ultimately, the judge was said that yes, you are being divorced, but you will have to give, as a divorce, proceedings, you have to give 50% of your all your property, your assets to the wife. So he said to the husband, right? So what did husband do? Husband's property, car, he sold in throwaway prices, जिससे कि मेरी वाइफ को ना मिले, बिकॉज दे हैड सच अ बैड रिलेशनशिप्स. तो उसने अपनी गाड़ी जो 15 लाख की गाड़ी थी उसने किसी को 2 लाख में बेच दी. उसने कहा ले ले इसको भी 1 लाख में बेच दी, 50,000 ही मिलेगा. उसने अपनी प्रॉपर्टी को मतलब थ्रो अवे प्राइसेस में बेच दी जिससे दूसरे को ना मिले. मतलब वो खुद भी उसको पता है मैं भी बर्बाद होऊंगा, इसको ना मिले दूसरे को. दैट इज लूज लूज स्ट्रैटेजी. देन लूज विन. लूज विन पीपल आर दोज विद हाई कंसिडरेशन फॉर अदर्स बट दे देमसेल्व्स हैव लो करेज. तो दूसरे को लूज विन कराना चाहते हैं, अपने आप हार जाएंगे वो. These people are subdued people. दब्बू लोग होते हैं, ये दूसरे की सुनते रहेंगे, किसी के ऊपर बोलते. अल्टीमेटली ये लोग फ्रस्ट्रेटेड पीपल होते हैं. ये ऐसे ही लोग जो हैं वो डिसअपॉइंटेड हो जाते हैं, डिजेक्टेड हो जाते हैं, सुसाइडल टेंडेंसीज आ जाती हैं लोगों में. सो अल्टीमेट द बेस्ट ऑप्शन ओवर हियर इज विन विन. सो इफेक्टिव पीपल यूज दिस स्ट्रैटेजी ऑफ विन विन. Right, my dear
Yes, sir.
students.
Yes,
So
sir.
win-win.
Yes, sir.
Effective people, they achieve effective communication and high trust levels with others, resulting in rewarding relationships and greater power to influence. But ineffective people, they think either win-lose or lose-win. They have ineffective communication skills and low trust levels. So we have to think about others also. If you will not be a good manager if you don't think about your employee, about your subordinate, or about your superiors. Think from their point of view also. So win-win people have got a lot of empathy. There is a word called empathy. Empathy means you think from others' perspective also. You put yourself in others' shoes. There are companies which are not successful, are those companies who do not treat their people well. Companies like Infosys, like Wipro, these companies, they are highly successful companies because they give very good salaries to their employees. They care about their suppliers. They pay taxes to the government. Still they are successful. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं कम किसी को सैलरी दूंगा, गवर्नमेंट को टैक्स नहीं दूंगा तभी मैं सक्सेसफुल होऊंगा. Life success is not a cake that if others have got something to it, मेरे लिए थोड़ा सा ही बचेगा केक. नहीं, you can also be successful, I can also be successful. ऐसा नहीं है कि दूसरे को रौंद कर ही मैं सक्सेस होऊंगा. नहीं, वो विन लूज स्ट्रैटेजी होती है. सो थिंक विन विन. So now we have talked about 4 habits. So still 3 habits are remaining. So if you permit me, it's around 1:25 or so. If you permit me, can we take another 15 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
15
sir.
so that we can. Please. Thank you so much. So habit number 5. This is about empathy and only which the word which I just referred to. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. हम लोग कहते हैं कि यार मुझे कोई समझ नहीं पाता है, लोग मेरे को समझते नहीं है. अरे हमने कभी कोशिश की है हम दूसरे को समझते हैं? तो सीक फर्स्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड अदर्स देन टू बी अंडरस्टूड. हम कभी दूसरे के शूज में अपने आप को रख के नहीं देखते, दूसरे का पर्सपेक्टिव हम कभी समझते नहीं. सो therefore this kind of understanding, empathy should also be there. It should be, for that you should be a good listener. You have attended communication sessions also. In communication, we used to think a good speaker is a good communicator. No, a good listener, good communicator, good speaker is also but that is, you are good communicator up to you can say 40%, but 60% part or 30%. If you are a good speaker, you are a good communicator 30%. So 30 and 40% role is of you will be a good communicator when you are a good listener. Then 30% role is of body language in communication. You must have studied all these things. You must have heard. So you have to be good listener to understand other people. For that, you have to be attentive. You should be able to paraphrase. You must have patience. You must have empathy. See, a good psychiatrist or a good counselor, if a person has got some mental problem, or he will go to a good psychiatrist. Psychiatrist अब सीधे उसको prescription नहीं लिखेगा. Psychiatrist will listen to that person. He will not speak. He will not give his prescription. First of all, he will try to diagnose, and with empathy, with quietness, with patience, he would like to listen to the other person, and then only he will decide what to do. So we should not jump to a judgment. So therefore, in short, we will say effective people are, they seek first to understand, then to be understood. So they are non-judgmental people. They they're intent on learning the needs, interest, and concern of others. But ineffective people, they blindly prescribe without first diagnosing the problem. See, basically what happens, if I relate it to management, why some companies are not successful. Basically, I'll just minimize it, like to talk to you. See, there is, like in marketing, marketing says we have to do need analysis of the customers, of the market. There is something called consumer behavior. Consumer research is done to know about the needs of the market, the demography of the markets. Without understanding that, we keep on making our products, keep on churning our products. Then we say that our products are not selling. We don't listen to the voice of the customer. Voice of the customer, voice customer तो आपको आके नहीं बताएगा. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, टॉप मैनेजमेंट क्या गलती करती है, they don't listen to their sales people. जो फ्रंट लाइन सेल्स पीपल है वो बताते हैं कि सर ये सामान नहीं बिक रहा है, क्योंकि फील्ड में कौन जा रहा है, वो फ्रंट लाइन सेल्स पर्सन जा रहा है ना. उसको पता है काउंटर पे जब वो डीलर के पास जाता है, आप किसी सेल्स में है तो डीलर बताता है सर ये आपका ये सामान नहीं बिक रहा है, सर ये वाला फ्लेवर आप बनाइए. ऊपर से कंपनी वाले सुनते नहीं है उस चीज को. वो कहते हैं तू फील्ड का आदमी है, तू हमें बताएगा सेल्स पर्सन. आई एम अ टॉप पर्सन, आई हैव पास्ड फ्रॉम सच एंड सच कॉलेज, मैं फॉरेन का पढ़ा हुआ हूँ या मैं आईएम्स का पढ़ा हुआ हूँ, आई हैव गॉट 20 years experience. Because they are not listening to the ground realities. This is why parties lose election, because they don't try to understand what their public wants. So we don't try to understand. So you can apply this theory to so many aspects in politics, in business, in industry, in our day-to-day lives, in our personal relationships. And listening ability, you have to listen to others, you have to reflect, and at the top of it, you have to listen to your own inner voice. आपको अपने आत्मा की आवाज सुननी है, अपने आप को पहले समझिए. That is the ultimate voice of your soul. If you are able to hear it, if you are able to introspect, then you will be a right person, good person. So this is what this habit says. Most of the divorces, husband wife के cases होते हैं कोर्ट में, उनमें कोई इश्यू नहीं होता. 90% cases जो होते हैं, they are ego cases. There is no real issue because of this communication skills. So seek first to understand and then expect to be understood, right? Now habit number 6. Any question, anything anybody wants to add?
No, sir.
Okay. Synergize. Anybody would like to tell me what do we mean by synergizing over here? Habit of synergizing. Energize तो सुना है आपने. What is synergize?
So, like demonstrate innovative problem-solving skills.
Not exactly.
So cooperating.
Related to that, yes.
Innovate and problem solving.
Innovation and problem solving. See, synergize. Energize means, energize, everybody knows energizing means how you energize yourself. You have to take proper sleep. You do some warm-up exercise. How do the field players, cricket players energize themselves? In the morning they do warm-up exercise to energize themselves, and then you're mentally also you have to be energized. Synergize is like there was a movie called Do Aur Do Paanch, and it is a muhavra also. Do aur do पांच होते हैं, एक और एक 11 आपने सुना है ना? That is the meaning of synergizing. एक और एक 11, एक और एक मिलकर के दो नहीं होते बल्कि 11 की पावर में आ जाते हैं, या दो और दो मिलकर के इट्स मोर देन 4. So synergize means when individually, if your capacity is say X, then if there are two individuals, then the capacity should not be X plus X, it should be, or X square, it should be X plus X plus X plus X, something like that. So that is synergizing. How you gel with each other, how you cooperate, like just now this girl was saying. So synergizing means how you can work as a team, how you can work in pairs or in a team, so that the end result is much more than just the multiplication or just the simple addition. So therefore, synergizing means the whole is greater than the sum of its part. Creative cooperation, yes. You have to, for this, you have to value differences in others. No two people are the same. This we have to understand. In a match, in a cricket team or in a football team, people are having different skills. Some are good at bowling, some are good batsmen. One is a good wicket keeper. Some are good in fielding. So people with different kinds of specialities join together and the whole becomes a great team. That is called synergizing. How they gel with each other, how they cooperate with each other. Synergizing में क्या होता है कि जैसे दो बैट्समैन आ गए, उसको पता है अगर एक तरफ बैट्समैन, कई बार होता है कि शुरू में कई बार हुआ है कि धोनी एक तरफ हुआ है और लास्ट में कोई बॉलर आ गया और उसको बैटिंग करनी नहीं आती और आपको लिमिटेड ओवर्स है और आपको रन बनाने हैं, तो वो क्या करता है, वो उसको इस तरह से बताता है कि भाई तू धीरे धीरे एक एक दो रन बना जिससे कि मैं आ जाऊं, या लास्ट अगर ओवर की लास्ट गेंद है तो तू रन मत बनाइयो, अगर तूने रन बना लिया तो फिर वापस तू ही आ जाएगा बैटिंग करने के लिए, एंड आई वांट टू फेस द बॉलर्स. सो गुड बैट्समैन, सो दिस इज कॉल्ड सिनर्जाइजिंग, हाउ यू आर adjusting the weakness of the other, and sometimes two people have got strength in two different areas, so accordingly you have to channelize your strengths and energies so that the whole end result is a good result. It may be in terms of number of sales, it may be number of productivity of the machine, it may be reducing the errors, improving the quality. So for synergistic win-win, so it's also a win-win situation. You have to synergize with others, so you have to have high cooperation and high trust of the other people, then only synergistic teams happens. So synergize relationship in a family also, you have to synergize with each other. In a husband-wife relationship, they are coming from different families. They may have different interests. They may have different mindsets, but they synergize. So high cooperation and high trust is there for synergizing. But if there is a medium trust, medium cooperation, then yes, there will be some kind of a compromise. And if it is a low cooperation and low trust, then you will be, like a defensive thing, like a win-lose or a lose thing. So you have to value the difference. No people are same. So this is the main word over here: cooperation and value differences in others. हम लोग सोचते हैं यार दूसरा मेरी तरह नहीं सोचता, तो people are different, but still you can synergize. In a multinational company, you may have people from different nationalities. You have people, French people working with you. You have an African working with you. So, but still people synergize to produce great results. Companies like Microsoft, companies like Facebook. In India also you have Google. You go to the Google office in Bangalore, you have people from not only from all parts of the country, but you have several foreigners also working over there. So effective people synergize. These people believe that differences are values and opportunities for synergizing with each other. Whereas ineffective people, these people believe that differences are threats, independence is the highest value, and unity means sameness. Fine. Any doubts, any questions?
Yes.
Till now? Now we come to the 7th habit. Sharpen the saw. Anybody would like to interpret it? What this habit is all about?
Sharpen your abilities.
Wow. Who is this? What's your good name?
Amrendra, sir.
Amrendra. Wow. Very, very nice. You people are very bright students.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. Sharpen the saw means, yes, very rightly said, sharpen your abilities. Keep on sharpening your knowledge, your skills, your mental abilities, because there is no end for learning. One should go for lifelong learning. There is no age to learn. So effective people keep on sharpening themselves, keep on adding value to themselves. So there was a story, once upon a time there was a woodcutter. So very quickly I will tell you this story. चलो अभी स्टोरी का टाइम नहीं है. हाँ, एक तो शॉर्ट में बता देता हूँ, हिंदी में बताऊंगा मैं आपको ये स्टोरी. एक वुडकटर था, वो बहुत एक्सपीरियंस्ड था, अराउंड रिटायर होने वाला था वो, तो बूढ़ा था, और साथ में उसको
वुडकटर रिटायर हो रहा.
वुडकटर मतलब रिटायरमेंट की जो एज होती है ना, मतलब 60 के आसपास होगा, 60-65 की एज था, और बड़ा एक्सपीरियंस था वो. तो रिटायर तो गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स में होते हैं, प्राइवेट या एम्प्लॉयमेंट में होते हैं, बाकी सेल्फ भी तो रिटायरमेंट हो जाते हैं कई बार लोग कि भाई अब इससे आगे बहुत काम कर दिया. तो उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बोल रहा हूँ. साथ में वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट उनको कहीं पेड़ वेड़ काटने का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिलता था. एक और यंग वुड कटर था. अब ये बड़ा मेहनती आदमी था, बड़ा मैच्योर था, सारा दिन सुबह से लेकर के शाम तक काम करता था, फिर भी 8 या 9 पेड़ काट पाता था. जबकि वो यंग जो कटर था, नया लड़का आया था वो वुड कटर, उसको भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिलता था, वो बीच बीच में चला जाता था, 1-1 घंटा, आधा घंटा, और उसके बाद भी वो पूरे दिन में 15 या 20 पेड़ काट देता था. अब ये सोचता था, यार मैं पूरा दिन ब्रेक भी नहीं लेता हूँ, फटाफट वहीं पर ही खाना खा लेता हूँ जो मैं घर से लाता हूँ, और ये बीच बीच में इतने ब्रेक्स के लिए चला जाता है, और फिर भी ये मेरे से ज्यादा काट लेता है, और मैं इससे ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस्ड हूँ. इसके समझ में नहीं आया. एक बार उसने सोचा यार जाके देखते हूँ जाता कहाँ है. उसने जब जाके देखा तो वो जाकर के अपनी धार तेज करता था, अपनी आरी की. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड शार्पन योर सॉ. तो वहां से आया देयर वाज अ, तो वहां से ये इन्होंने कहा है शार्पन योर सॉ. आप अपनी पुरानी सॉ से काम करते रहेंगे तो कितना भी मेहनत करेंगे, यू विल नॉट गेट द डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट्स. सो देयरफॉर यू हैव टू कीप ऑन एडिंग वैल्यू टू योरसेल्फ. यू हैव टू वर्क, you have to renew yourself physically, mentally, socially, emotionally and spiritually. So Stephen Shaw has not said कि सिर्फ आप अपनी नॉलेज बढ़ाते रहो इंटेलेक्चुअली, ये आप अपने आप को अपग्रेड करो, अपडेट करो. You have to upgrade yourself mentally, socially, spiritually. So 4 dimensions of renewal: physical, social, emotional, mental and spiritual. So therefore, like physical, you have to keep yourself fit that way. So all these habits are interlinked with each other. You can say, so that day we were talking about time management, be proactive, your nutrition, your stress, your exercise. So physically you have to upgrade yourself, socially, emotionally, have empathy on others, work in synergistic mode, do service to others, to the society. Spiritually, value clarification, commitment. Mentally, reading, visualizing, planning, writing. See, here I will give you an example which is a very everybody can relate it. If you see Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, at the age of 77 years, he has the maximum number of advertisements. He has so many movies. He do lead roles even at this age. All the heroes of his time has either retired, or they have died, or they have no work. But he has kept himself physically fit also. भाई physically आप fit होंगे तभी तो आपको role मिलेंगे आपको. And so he has also graduated with the times. He likes to work with younger people. He likes to. एक बार एक इंटरव्यूअर ने एक बोला था, एक नया हीरो के साथ उसकी कोई पिक्चर आई थी, तो किसी एक इंटरव्यूअर, एक लड़की थी किसी चैनल की, उन्होंने अमिताभ बच्चन जी से पूछा कि सर आपके सामने तो ये नया बिल्कुल लड़के आए हैं, आप तो इनको खा जाएंगे बिल्कुल, मतलब पिक्चर में आपके सामने तो वो कहीं टिक ही नहीं पाएंगे, तो आप तो दूसरे को बिल्कुल ही गिरा दोगे, और आप कितने एक्सपीरियंस हैं. तो व्हाट अमिताभ बच्चन सेड, ही सेड कि क्या मैं इसलिए काम करता हूँ कि हम दूसरे को गिराने के लिए काम करते हैं? वो अपना काम कर रहे हैं, हम अपना काम कर रहे हैं. क्या मैं इसलिए नए किसी स्टार्स के साथ काम कर रहा हूँ? ये तो उनके लिए बल्कि और अपॉर्चुनिटी है. तो एक एस्टैब्लिश कलाकार के सामने उनको एक प्रूव करने का मौका मिल रहा है, उनको अपॉर्चुनिटी. मैं कभी ये सोच के काम नहीं करता हूँ. और कई बार उनको लोग बोलते हैं कि यार अब आपको इतना काम करने की क्या जरूरत है, व्हाई यू हैव गॉट सो मच मनी, यू हैव गॉट सो मच फेम, व्हाई यू आर वर्किंग? बिकॉज ही फाइंड्स joy in working. He has got passion towards his profession. So this is what he's keeping. So he's renewing himself. अभी भी लोग ये बता रहे थे अभी, because he's in hospital, तो अभी भी ये लोग कहते हैं कि he's also facing lot of physical problems. He has got and people say he himself has declared that he's working with 25% of his liver, I think, and he has got other illnesses also, but because of his determination. So basically you keep on renewing yourself, you keep on learning. He still says that when I go for shooting, still there are butterflies in my stomach, and still I prepare my dialogue, still I am not sure whether I'll be able to deliver or not. And he's so humble and humility, with a lot of humility. He says कि नहीं, मुझे तो दूसरे हीरोज को बोलते हैं, अरे नए हीरोज को बोलते हैं आप मेरे से बहुत अच्छे हैं, मुझे तो मिल जाता है काम, तो मैं कर लेता हूँ. So therefore upward spiral is, this says learn, commit, learn, do, commit, learn. So it's a continuous process, like a spiral. Learn, commit, do. So effective people, these people practice continuous self renewal and self improvement. वरना लोग क्या कहते हैं हमारे, अरे यार अब हमारी कहाँ उम्र है पढ़ने की. जहाँ 30-32 साल के भी होते हैं ना लोग, जहाँ कॉलेज से निकलते हैं, भैया बहुत पढ़ लिया यार, अब हमारे बस का नहीं है यार, अब हम नहीं कर सकते भैया, बहुत कुछ कर लिया अब. और कई बार तो लोग कहते हैं 35 साल की उम्र में भाई बहुत हो गया. Wear out the saw. These ineffective people, these people fall back, lose their interest, get disordered, and eventually lose the cutting edge they once had. So let's recap now. So all the 7 habits have come. So basically, so these habits. Yes, please.
सर अब सेल्फ रिन्यूअल के लिए जाना है सर, भूख लगी है.
हाँ बंद कर रहा हूँ भाई. 15-20 मिनट मांगे थे बस. दिस इज द लास्ट स्लाइड. सो दिस इज ये थैंक यू वाली स्लाइड आ गई. सो देयरफॉर दीज आर, बी प्रोएक्टिव, बिगिन विद एन एंड इन माइंड, फर्स्ट थिंग्स फर्स्ट, थिंक विन विद. दीज आर पब्लिक विक्ट्री, क्योंकि यहाँ आपको यहाँ आप इंडिपेंडेंट होते, आप दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट नहीं है. दिस इज प्राइवेट विक्ट्री, दिस इज पब्लिक विक्ट्री, क्योंकि यहाँ दूसरे के साथ काम करना है आपने. सिनर्जाइज, थिंक, विन विन, एंड शार्पन इन सॉ इज रिक्वायर्ड टू हैव ऑल दीज क्वालिटीज इन यू. So thank you. So okay, so any last words from you? How did you like this session?
It was good, sir.
Interesting.
It has been good, sir.
Okay, great, sir. So it is a famous saying, my last few sentences. It's a common saying that the test of the pudding lies in its eating. किसी भी डिश की टेस्ट तब होती है जब उसको खा के, देखने में बहुत अच्छी लग रही होगी, बहुत सुंदर लग रही होगी, but real test when it tastes good. So similarly, the test of a training session lies when not in बहुत अच्छा लगा and all, when people or participants adapt it in their lives. So the test of the success of this session would be when you adopt or you adapt some of these habits in your own life. And I hope
Surely, sir.
that you will adapt these things in your life. These are lifelong habits.
Yes, sir.
So with these words, we come to the end of our session and wish you all the best in your life, in your 2 years of your stay in the institute, and wish you a nice lunch.
Thank you, sir.
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 You too, sir.
Have a nice lunch and enjoy yourself and energize yourself.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.